welcome back, guys. Just doing a little bit of, oops, that's not right, is it? Oh, no. Yeah, no? Yes? No. No, that's not right at all. Wow, I'm messing it up. But, I did settle on a pattern for the walls, the pathways, I don't know what to call them. The tunnels, the connecting tunnels. It's really a nice, simple, clean one that works really well. Except for the fact that I apparently have created a little pocket up here that I didn't need. Interesting. Oh, I'll fill it in with this one. You can see it there on my right. It's pretty straightforward. Just nice, clean, straight lines. I just decided to go straight lines and divide it in the middle with a column, which is actually stairs, just in case you're wondering. I like the design, nice and simple, nice and clean. Makes the hallway look longer than it is, which is always a good thing. Also, did some exploring, so I needed to find more clay. Find a lot more clay. My mouse seems to be double clicking for some reason. May have to buy a new mouse soon, or could be lag, because I've discovered that there's a jungle nearby. Now I knew of this jungle because I saw it when I first found the place, but I didn't realize that the jungle was as large, as all-encompassing. It seems to be all one jungle, which if it is just a massive jungle, but you never really know, right? It could split up at some part, or technically be classified as two jungles. But either way, once we're finished, I'm just finishing up this tunnel here, and when we're done that, I want to move outside to our little grotto type thing, and I want to do some building out there. I want to get the walls up, or some of the walls up, I guess. We won't probably be able to get all of the walls up. And I want to explain my new plan for it. I think I've decided that I'm going to abandon the, what do you call it? The ruined, like wanted to have like that ruined base, so people who would potentially, theoretically, possibly, kind of, sort of, come onto onto my world would be, would see it as more of a somebody used to live here but doesn't anymore. They didn't make it, or they quit, or whatever. Whereas now I'm thinking more of confusion tactics, and I'll show you what I mean. Oh, before we go, let's grab a crafting bench and sleep. Maybe even grab a bed. We'll just grab a crafting bench and the bed, and then we'll see from there. So, like, the idea that I want to go with here is there's not a lot of classic dwarven architecture in my build, which I believe is something that probably should. Oh, it is definitely night. That I should try to incorporate some of. Now, that being said, the dwarven architecture that I'm referring to is probably the... Ooh, she's got a magic bow. Sorry. Oh, there's a creeper. Can I have your bow? Oh, you bugger. It's all your fault. Sorry, I got really quiet there. I'll have to fix that now. Crap. Let's use cobble so we know that it was destroyed, not just a divot. That looks about right. Anyways, the best example that I found so far of true dwarven architecture, where's that coming from? I heard a spider. Is, ooh, hello. Is in the Hobbit movies, with the shot of Erebor, with all of the elevated pathways and staircases just kind of winding in and around each other aimlessly. And that's what I want to do here. Not super high, just nice and low. So I'm thinking, originally I was going to have the entrance to the domain here, like I'd have the wall and then you'd come in underneath it. But I'm thinking actually, because there's a nice flat divot here, I might have that go straight in as like a tunnel. And then you can see it's only a few deep, but we can have it come out here, roughly the same level as where it goes in. We have a bridge across, or like a balcony type thing that comes to about there, then maybe comes down to like a platform, and then continues down again. Nice straight angles, all of it. I haven't worked it out perfectly, but I like that concept. And then here we can have, like, because this will be inside, and there's the aquifer somewhere in this area underneath there. I was thinking we could have like a almost like a plaza, and then have a staircase that goes down there, and then underneath the staircase is a tunnel that actually leads to the whatchamacallit, to the aquifer. But anyways, in order for us to do this, we have to get the walls up, because if I'm going to be working on here, I want it as secure as possible. Now the walls follow this torch line. That's my designated domain. First, I'm going to just cut this out because I don't need it there. And we have to decide how high up we want it, because the wall I think is only like 4 blocks tall when it's done. So if we use this, then we lose 1 block there, and we lose 2 blocks there, which technically is fine. It's 2.5 blocks, but a good chunk of it here and over to here. You know, now that I think about it, if it's only losing 2, in theory, it would work. Because I think the top 2 blocks are... No, because I think one of the top block, there's holes at the top. So we'll have to raise it up, at least 1. So this will have to be the ground level. Which means for this, we have to figure out something to do below it. But, either way, we'll put like a lattice effect or something to correspond with the below part. Right now we're just going to wall ourselves in. We'll figure out the rest later. So this is standard height. Okay. Now the way the wall works is actually pretty simple. If I can remember it. Oh my. It's been so long since I built it. And I don't have any snapshots of it. Tell you what, I'm going to jump into a creative world, work it out again, take a screenshot, and then we'll come back, okay? So you'll see a little bit of a cut here. But yeah. See you in a bit. And we're back. I worked it out. It's actually really, really, really simple. We have a filler block here. Then we have our color block. What we do is... I want that to be a solid block here. So let's go like this. Much like our bunker effect, which I think actually came from this. And then we go like this. Once again, much like the bunker effect. And then we carry it up like this. Almost identical to the bunker. However, unlike the bunker, who has like a weird roof effect to it, this one here instead just gets nice and simple and clean. Then we go in between, up, up, boop, in between, and then across the top. So that's what the wall looks like. A section of it. This is the standard wall. So we'll have to put something underneath it. And obviously it has the same effect on the other side as well. We have the same little decoration, crenellation type floor thing. Whoops. So bad at building when I'm jumping and stuff. So it creates this. Now, the reason why they have the extra half here is because technically things can climb up to there. And they can sit there and hop and look over, but they can't actually get over. And that's important. If I get too close to a wall and a creeper detonates, my fault, not theirs. Now here is where things get interesting, because it technically carries straight across to there, because this becomes a monolith. But, as you can see, we don't have this decorative effect. So it just kind of goes like this, and then it would go like, oop, that's bad. I'm going to jump up and give us the top part here. So the thing I'm worried about is I want to make sure that nothing could hop over it. Because if something can hop over it, it's no longer containing everything inside. Okay, so nothing can hop over it from that side, but that's the inside. Everything should be fine from this side. Yes, perfect. We can even do whatever we're doing there, actually, now that I think about it. Because this goes like that. Oops. So that's weird. I don't like that. I don't like this either. Let's remove that and replace it with cobble so we can replace it with stone eventually. That's okay, that's underneath. Place this real quick. Oh man, I'm misclicking all over this place. Anyways, yeah, so that's the wall. It's a nice, simple wall. Don't think you're really going to want to watch me do this over and over and over and over and over and over again. We can take this one out too. This one. My voice gave like a weird accent there. Like that and that and that, and then we can see that's not one of them, so we'll break that one and go like that, and then that's fine. Although I could probably just cut this off and just make it nice and smooth. It's much easier that way. See, although I didn't really want to do all the terraforming for it, and that's probably... How's it look from this side, though? Well, this one will get replaced with this. Then we'll leave the rest as just stone. Or I could just pop this out and replace it with... Nah, we'll leave it as stone. Much simpler. Integrates it better. So this will go across to here. All the way over to there. I guess we'd have that. And then we could do like a major post effect. It's got to go one higher, I think. So. So just so it's a little bit higher than the actual the wall itself. We have more? Yes, we do. So the wall, being very simplistic, goes up very quick. Like most of my builds, actually, now that I think about it. They're not difficult things to build, and you can actually get a lot accomplished really quickly. I think it's part of almost like a signature for me now that I think about it. Still have to work out what goes underneath. I was thinking a lattice effect. Like it's 3 blocks deep, it's 3 wide. So what we might do is we might do maybe we do another run of color. It's actually a good idea. Boop. Must be getting close to night. So let's run around, sleep in the bed. That looks nice. I like that. It gives some definition. Like this is our domain. You see, it's tall enough to block the things, but not so tall that it's like this massive abomination. And there's a nice variation between it of colors. Like it's not all gray, and it's not all color. It's a nice balance between it. So for the bottom, if we're going to do that, we have to carry it over to there too. Just because we have that there. Whoops. No, solid block. There we go. Whatever it is, it has to be like structurally sound type thing. Ooh, there's a thought. Let's carry these down so they sit flat on the ground, like so. And then we can just go, whoops, just nice and flat. Gives us a, it's not a lattice effect. It doesn't carry the lattice, but it does give us a nice sturdy looking base for it to sit on. Even makes it almost seem like this is the wall and then it gets cut out. When we get there, it's going to be a solid monstrosity because that goes straight across. Just as a basic, well, it's the next wall we're going to be building anyways. The monolith will be built last. So this goes across like this. Whoops. Keep doing that. Getting ahead of myself. I need to slow down. Enjoy the build, I guess. And then we go back up. Walk across like this. See, I don't want to touch this if I don't have to. Like, I'm not going to terraform that if I don't have to. So that's how that comes across. Which means that... Whoops. Nope, I don't want that one. I want the filler there. We have... Ooh, why is that? Oh, that's just the deepest part. Okay, so we have that, and then we start up this duplicate effect. So it would come here, and then it's there. And that's supposed to be the top ones, right? Yes. So if we go like this, we can create... There we go. We fill that in. So if we decided to do what we did there, it would drop down even one more. But then we'd still have space underneath it. Which is why I was thinking actually doing, maybe even doing just an arch effect in here. And we could put like a decorative lattice in there. Or we could carry this but without the lattice, without the color. Or we can carry the color down. I honestly don't know right now. I haven't thought that far ahead. I just wanted to get started getting this walled off so that we can start to work out here. But anyways, that's, what, 17, 18 minutes? Nah, it's only 17 minutes. We got a little bit more time. Let's just knock out a few more of these things. We'll be fine. Although I have no more stairs. Let's call it. Not a huge amount got accomplished, I know that. But, believe me, it's actually a lot more than you might think. This has been bugging me for a while, and once we have that, we can dig the tunnel and get the stuff going, and suddenly this won't just be a giant empty area. It'll actually have a purpose. Purpose? Confuse people. And if it succeeds in that, then well done. We're done. Anyways, I'll see you when I see you.